Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sunny, and this video here is compatibility between Kamala Harris, the Democratic nomination for president in the United States, and for her vice president running mate, Tim Walz. You guys got that? Wow, that was a mouthful, man. I should just write it down. Hey guys, what's up? I hope everyone is having a super amazing day. Welcome back to the Sunny Side. So, I actually thought Shapiro was going to be the choice. Truthfully, I didn't really look that hard at Tim Walz. I was looking at the guy from Arizona, I was looking at the guy from Kentucky, and I was looking at Shapiro quite a bit. And in Magi Astrology, Shapiro is really the choice in Magi Astrology. There's a synastry that happens there, that or a synergy that they could. There's a synergy that happens when you use synastry. Like they could, like they really can be successful, bigger than the parts. But you'll see when we look at Tim Walz with Kamala Harris, you'll see why she picked him. And I'm just going to get, and I'll show you the charts in a sec. I'm going to give you a little blah blah before we begin. I'm doing these videos for clickbait, and because the Sunny Siders, you guys really like this stuff, and I kind of like it too. I think it's kind of fun. And we do predictive astrology, and we guest stuff here on the Sunny Side, and we're a psychic channel, so it's a lot of fun. Again, I didn't really think Walz was going to be the thing, but then again, I was very biased. I was biased. But I think Gina thought Walz, and a couple of the other Sunny Siders thought Walz was going to do it. I didn't really know about him. I'll show it in a sec. Now, here's the thing. So, before we look at the chart, I'm going to tell you what I think of this. I have mixed feelings. At the beginning, when I first heard it was Walz, and I saw that it was this guy, and she picked him for all the reasons I said she shouldn't pick him. It's really weird. It's a little weird. But, and I initially thought the Democrats were going to be young and exciting, and I thought they were going to do what Trump promised to do in 2016, like drain the swamp, get rid of all the stupid. You know, there's a lot of stupid happening right now. And I thought Kamala would, because she's tough, right? She's really pretty, she's really smart, she's highly articulate, and she's tough. These are the type of girls that I like, and I wanted her to be really successful, tough, and just take down all the stupidness that we were inundated with, like immersed, super saturated with it. It's really frustrating to have to listen to it constantly. So I thought that's what she was going to do. Not that she's not going to do it. And I thought that's what Shapiro represented. To me, that's what he represented. Young and fighting back, not taking any nonsense. They're gonna they're gonna destroy Putin. They're gonna mess up China. They're gonna freak out. They're gonna stop problems at the border. And I thought that's what they're gonna do. And I was excited. And for the last couple of weeks, I was somewhat caught up in the euphoria. However, they may still do that, and Tim Walz might do that. Like, he might do that. But to me, that's not what he represents. He represents softer. Like, he might be hard, like a grandfather. He says hard things in a very sharp and cutting way. You'll see astrologically he does that. But he seems like the safe, fluffy choice. And I thought we weren't doing that. So to me, that looks, on first appearance, like I thought we weren't going back to that. That's what I thought. I honestly thought we weren't going back. I thought we were going to go ahead, and we're going to fight, and we're going to get rid of all this stupidness, and we're going to get on with our lives. But it looks not. It looks like it's not going to be that. It looks like it's going to be whatever you choose. It's going to be bullshit. It's gonna be more bullshit. And I went from not caring to being somewhat disillusioned by all of it. All right, now that you have my 5-minute rant, let's get on with the charts, and I'll show you what's going on. So this is how Tim Walz affects Kamala Harris. We can't really do it the other way around, because I don't have his birth time. And when I don't have someone's birth time, I put their sun on the ascendant. You should be able to cast, not you should be able to, but you should. Oh, that's Kamala's chart there. I put his stuff here on the ascendant. but you're not going to see it right now because we're using her chart. All right, she's on the inside, he's on the outside, and this is how he affects her. Now, the situation is, because I don't have his birth time, I don't have his ascendant, and his moon is going to be in here somewhere. All right, that's where his moon is going to be. So you can't really get, like, you know, like, there's a lot of people going to say a lot of things. There are a lot of people going to say a lot of things, but like the highest the moon can get up to is 15 degrees. That's not going to make an aspect to her sun. It's not. In Vedic astrology, it's like a full day behind, or like in any astrology, like it's a day behind. But that's not really the point, man. None of that's the point, because this isn't perfect. Right? This isn't perfect. But I'll show you what's going on here. So I'm going to tell you what's going on. So she picked this guy because, first, he seems like a pretty cool guy. Let me just calm down. Let me just calm down. There's obvious reasons why she picked him. She feels most comfortable with Tim Walz. These guys very, very much like each other. Like they like each other. When you see me do compatibility stuff on Friday nights with you guys, right? The Sunnysiders and your boyfriends and stuff. One of the things that so the last couple of videos have been Magi astrology, right? If there's a Magi thing happening, there's a strong possibility you guys are not going to stay together. All right, just saying. Doesn't mean you guys are going to get together, obviously, but it means you're probably not going to stay together. Now, in addition to the Chiron stuff, right, and in this chart, I said no because there's a lot of Chiron opposition stuff. But I'll tell you something that's really bizarre about this thing. Again, she's a Libra. So Libras want people who are like similar to her, or like she wants someone who's similar to her. Libras are people who like, especially Libra risings, they're people who like dress like their partner, right? They dress the same as their partner. They're reflected back. Their partner is a very solid reflection of who they are or who they aspire to be. And I don't know, that's the astrological answer to it, but the truth is maybe they're just like, they do what everybody else says, right? So, I don't know. In addition to that, Libras are incredibly indecisive. They wait very much to the last minute to make their decisions. So now Harris, okay, so that's general Libra stuff. They want to, like, they're the guys who, you guys know the deal, man. Because you guys know the deal. You see it when a couple is dressed the same. One of them is definitely a Libra, like one of them. So that's the deal. So it's really funny. Okay, next. So having all of that, now that's a lot of Aries stuff, right? Walz has a lot of Aries stuff, so he is aggressive. He has a little bit of sneaky mofo in his chart, I gotta say. I don't know anything about Walz, but I'll just tell you what his chart says. He has a little bit of sneaky mofo. He can be very aggressive. He could have worked in the military or the police or something. He's probably fun, youthful at heart, and he has a death. He's like closely related to a lot of death. Someone close to him might have died. His wife might have died when he was young. There might be cheating in relationships, death of a partner, divorce. He's got some rough stuff in his chart, man. Negotiating behind the scenes, sneaky mofo. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got a lot of stuff going on. But that's not really the point of what I want to bring up today. This is pretty easy. This here is what I want to show you guys today. This is what, when you're looking at relationship stuff, the first thing you want to look for is a moon connection. Like, seriously, you guys got that? You guys got it? The first thing you want to look for is a moon connection. I usually look for the Magi connections because they're going to tell me it's not going to work right away, and right, you guys are paying me and you want to know right away. But like, this is the moon is what you want to do, and the sun is the light, and the sun warms the moon and the moon moves towards the light. Okay, whatever. When you have sun, and they both have it, her moon makes an aspect to his sun, and his moon makes a very strong aspect to her sun. So these guys genuinely like each other. And it's genuinely fun. These guys are genuinely fun together. They genuinely like each other. There's an astrological pull towards each other. In addition to that, these guys have a tremendous amount of similarities. If you guys want to, like this, I'm like, man, I don't know what to say. I look at this and I look at this. If this girl brought me this chart and said, this is your boyfriend, I would say, man, that's a real lazy choice. Like, I would say, you could, like, this looks like... This looks like high school shit. Anyways, I don't see how these guys get. All right, whatever. It makes me think that the presidency, instead of being serious, is actually a glee club, is what I'm starting to think. I'm disillusioned right now. Anyways, these guys, watch this. So she's a Libra, right? She's a Libra down here. What do I tell you guys? What sign do Libras always go for, right? The Libras always want to be with the star. This is like super easy. This Libra is going after the Aries. Libra, Aries, right? You guys, not that weird. This Aries is into this Libra. It's not that way. This is basic stuff. This is basic astrology. This is too basic for us on the sunny side. I just so basic. I was like, whatever. So like, anyways, that's the deal. I don't really have to go that much farther into it. You can see that these guys are very similar. They're going to go through similar situations. They're a very similar age. They're born in the same year. Do they have similar outlook? Like, he's slower. Like, they have Earth, and like, he is slower. Well, he's fast, right? He's an Aries, but he thinks in a very stable, very practical way. And she's very analytical. Like, this Mercury makes a really nice aspect there. Look at that. Now this guy, Walz's, look at this. Just to let you know, Walz's moon and Venus line up quite nicely. Even if the moon is over, say, 5 to 7 degrees, as like depending on the time he's born, it's still a very harmonious aspect. But it's still, he's kind of like, all of his stuff is like literally like 1 day behind. It's real, like literally 1 day behind. This could be a couple of days forward. This could be 1 day forward. You know, that would make a stronger connection. But like, so what? You can only do what you got to do. So that's the deal. Is it perfect? Is it perfect? Man, there's a lot of similarities. Like, there's like these guys. There's a lot of, the energy is very similar. It's highly compatible, very similar, but I would have cautioned against it. I would have cautioned against this guy, but I would have cautioned against this guy because there's too much. It's too. Well, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. I wish them the best. I think this guy's gonna be okay. So my first impressions, I didn't really like it. I thought we're going back. It looks like we're going back to the same old nonsense, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't see any reason to have a like I'm supposed to be living in downtown Chicago, right where all the riots were, and I don't really see any reason to riot for these guys. So there you go. All right, next. Anyways, here we go. So this is solid connection there. This is a solid, so they have solid moon sun connection. This is not a connection. Okay, that's not a connection there. Right? This is negative. It's like whatever. But the moon is very solid. The Venus kind of lines into the sun a little bit. I wouldn't really say that. If I was doing a relationship thing, compatibility, I'd say you guys should be good friends. I'd say you guys would probably be very good friends, but I don't think that's about it. That's about it. And so I think these guys are good friends. I think they're good friends. They're going to be great friends. I think they're going to be great friends. I think they sincerely like each other. And it looks like it's quite a strong astrological connection. and she's a Libra. And she's a Libra. Look, balance. That's what her thing is, right? All right, that's it. I can't look at this anymore. This is getting boring and frustrating. I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna drink some coffee and go to the gym. That's my little 2 cents on this. Thanks for sticking around. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later.